So you've had a bit of a drive, a walk maybe, you arrive at your location, perhaps on a day like today, a little bit hot and flustered. So what's the first thing you do? Well, you get out the tripod, you find compositions, you have a look around, but no, wait, don't do that. The first thing you should do is sit down and absorb what's going on around you. It doesn't matter whether you're in a bigger landscape, a hillside, woodland, even at the beach like today. Just take a few moments and sit and absorb. There's a very good reason for this, and in this video I am going to explain exactly what that is. Now, when we all first started out with photography, we were very keen to learn, naturally, all about our cameras, all about composition, all about light, finding locations, and so on. So that when we arrive at a location, we're already set to go, and there we are, always set up the tripod or whatever, camera in hand, we search out those compositions. And what sort of thing are we actually looking for? We're looking for rule of 2/3, we're looking for leading lines, we're looking at how the light falls on the subject. We're searching for subjects within a wonderful context. We're doing all of those things, but actually we're forgetting the most important thing of all. So let me explain. Last October, my wife and I jumped aboard a train and we travelled to Italy. And our first location we stopped at was Venice. Now, Venice, as you know, is known for being a romantic city, a beautiful place, lots of incredible architecture and so on. And I found walking around Venice how easy it was to find compositions. Everywhere I looked, there was a photograph I wanted to take. It was almost magical. Later on, we travelled to Florence. Fantastic architecture again, wonderful city, but I found things that I wanted to take photographs of, but I felt they were more about the city rather than what I was enjoying and what I was seeing. And then unbelievably, when we got to Rome and spent a couple of days in Rome, I could find virtually nothing to take photographs. There was no, and I realized that I had no emotional contact with Rome. Sure, the buildings, the Colosseum, for example, amazing structures. I don't understand how some of it still stands. It's an incredible place to be, but photographically, for me, it left me a little bit cold, I have to say. Just spotted a little family of ducks over there, so had to get a shot, didn't I? Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, the difference between, for me, for shooting in Venice compared with Florence and Rome. And I think this probably illustrates what we're not told when we're learning photography. And it's something that you guys, you're very experienced photographers, you probably already know, but perhaps you might have not given it a great deal of thought. Anyway, here goes. Let's see if I can explain. Now, I've got a shot here, which for me epitomizes Venice. It could have been a shot of gondolas, it could have been a shot of St. Mark's Square, or the canals, or bridges over canals. But actually, this is a shot of a little alleyway, at the end of which there is a canal. In this alleyway are apartments and houses, some of which have washing hanging out to dry, which, if you know Venice and you've visited some of the little back streets there and alleyways, you'll be all too well aware that Venice is all about washing hanging outside apartments. Anyway, because there was a canal at the end of this little alley or street, I was hoping that a gondolier would go past. And sure enough, he did. And I was able to take this shot. So what is different about this shot compared with, say, a shot of St. Mark's Square? Well, it's a very personal thing, isn't it? And it's not so much about the composition or the light. It's about telling a story of what I felt about Venice. So now let's talk about Florence. What is Florence? Gosh, it is an incredibly busy city, amazing architecture, wonderful places to go and visit. And we were very keen to visit anything associated with the Medici family. But this one shot, for me, epitomizes Florence. And it's not the usual, what I would call, traveling shot or tourist shot. There's lots of traffic in Florence. It hurtles about as cars hurtle around, scooters weave in and out. There are busy pedestrian thoroughfares. It's a very active city. So as we were walking down a street, I forget where we were walking to. I think we might have been walking to the Medici Palace. I can't remember for sure. As we were walking down, we passed this huge row of parked scooters. Lots of parked scooters. And I thought, well, that just says it all about Florence, what it's like to actually be there. It explains the atmosphere that we found ourselves in. So that was very interesting. And this second shot in Florence, again, taken in a normal sort of Italian street in an Italian city, people walking about, minding their own business. But at the end of the street was this enormous structure, the Duomo. And again, I thought, I have to take this shot because it explains what Florence is all about, especially in terms of tourism. And then we come to Rome, which was an incredibly busy city. Hundreds of thousands of people swarming everywhere, swarming around the Colosseum. I found it quite a disturbing experience from an emotional point of view. I'm just not used to manic crowds trying to get to see, well, all get to see exactly the same thing. And in a funny sort of way, even though we wandered around sort of various streets and away from the major tourist areas, I still found it a bit of a plastic city, and that probably is sacrilege to so many people who visited Rome. But in terms of photography, I'm afraid it just didn't float my boat at all. This video has been about mainly to do with finding that emotional connection when you're composing a photograph or looking for compositions. And don't worry if you are in a particularly amazing location and you can't find anything to photograph. It really doesn't matter at all, because there will become a moment when you spot something and you think, I can capture a really good photograph here. And it's something that comes from within. It's not something necessarily that can be learned, but it is something that can be recognized and developed. And that's the important thing. Anyway, that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye.